What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to National Wrestling Alliance Review, the show from February 25th, 2020, and this will be your NWA Powerrr results. Your commentators are Joe Galli, Stu Bennett, your ring announcer and interviewer, Dave Marquez. Yeah, this time I got right this time. And they were at the GPB studios in Atlanta, Georgia. So, let's get right into it, folks. The opening show, first of all, was Dave Marquez interviewing Tim Storm. Tim Storm comes out. He basically, he talks about, Tom Latimer, about a hell competitor that he is. And then he calls out the whole thing of Mama Storm actor, that whole ridiculous thing. And also, all of a sudden, um, you know, Tim Storm talks about how the whole strictly business, that he respects them and everything. And then Tom Latimer comes out and basically says, "Shut your mouth, Tim." And he says that he's ready to whoop his ass before. Don't make him do it again and everything. And then it talks about like all this. If it ever comes between those two, it'll basically Tim Storm and Tom Latimer are facing each other. Wherever it becomes between those two, may the best man win. So, and there you go. And then also, and Tim Storm talks about it's just the part when Mama Storm comes out and everything. Well, Danny Dios comes out, but he didn't come out as Mama Storm this time. So Danny Dios comes out. He apologized for the whole Mama Storm, get up and everything, and he says that he's done it just to help Tim Storm to win matches, and it hasn't been working. But he offered him a secret tag team partner for him to help him win some gold. But Tim Storm is like, okay, where's the part where I get to put my hands on you? Basically beats, he wants to be up Danny Dios for crossing the line of impersonating his mama. You don't do that. You don't do that. That. But this doesn't excuse the fact that it was a good segment, or a pleasing segment. I still hated the segment. I still thought it was stupid. It was not needed. So Danny Dios basically said, pertains to Tim Storm is a nice guy. He can do no wrong and everything. And he talks about the man that he beat for the NWA World Championship title, in the first place, and basically he brought up the guy named Jack Stan, who could have been his tag team partner if Tim Storm were to agree to it, but not. But yeah, those two confront each other. What should I say? Jack Stan confronted Tim Storm, and they had a stare down, and that was it. It was intense too, by the way. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, by the way. To be honest with you folks, Jack Stan. He has a good look though, but I have no clue who he is, and I don't even know the history between Tim Storm and Jack Stan. So, but there you go. There's an advertisement of Nikhil Koloff, and he talks about the whole man camp that's going to be featuring himself and Lex Luger. Now Lex Luger didn't appear on the show though. I'm just saying he's name dropped Lex Luger. So, but there you go. That's an advertisement there called Man Camp. We see Matt Cross being interviewed by Dave Marquez. Matt Cross says that when he thinks of this promotion, he thinks that three things: mystery, heart, and spirit. He has all three of them, and basically he cuts a good promo here. Says that like the legends of the past, he's made a name for himself around the world, and now he wants to do it in the United States, and yeah, and he wants to be United. He wants to be the. By the way, did I say United States champion the last time? I could have swore I said United States champion when we since the NWA. For my last review of it, I think I said NWA United States Championship. I think what I meant to say, the NWA World Television Championship. That's what I meant to say. My apologies. I got to go back at that, but I'm pretty sure I said United States Championship. But I apologize if I did say that. But yeah, but correction from the last review of it is the NWA World Television Championship. So there you go. So we get this match between Ricky Starks versus Ziggy Dice versus Matt Cross. Ziggy Dice was trash. He didn't even wrestle that much in the match, and whenever he did, when he gets some offense, he was gyrating, to Matt Cross, gyrating to both Matt Cross and Ricky Starks, and I hated him. That's one of the reasons why I hated him. Try rub it was awkward, folks. I just couldn't get into I can't get into him. But I guess yeah, Ziggy Dice was a weak point of the match. Ricky Starks and Matt Cross were good. Matt Cross was going for the win here, but after hitting the shooting star press, but then Ziggy Dice takes him out and then goes and he steals the pin, and Ziggy Dice wins for doing absolutely nothing because he was fucking garbage. He was fucking trash. Don't understand why. And this is his gimmick where he's he's you're gyrating next to his opponent. It reminds me of New Day. That's the feeling I got. Fuck Ziggy Dice. But now he's going to get an opportunity of the title, even though he already had a shot at it and he lost. But he's getting it again. Stupid. We get a new edition of May Valentine's Diary. But she's calling it May's Diary though. But she says that one of the greatest thing about being involved in the professional wrestling is that she's made so many amazing friends. She's committed to her love with strictly business own and Wildcard's own Royce Isaacs. And when she saw him defeating Rock and Roll Express member, what happened to Rock and Roll Express, meant to say, and Robert Gibson in that tag team match, she shares some new basically she went to Royce Isaacs and basically said that Royce Isaacs says that he loves her and everything, and there you go. And she talks about her sharing new makeup tips and everything, for any of the ladies, and I'm pretty sure some gay guys too could get some tips too. And then she pans out and the camera pans out, meant to say, excuse me, and shows that she's been hanging out with with Sal Rinauro. Rinauro. Again, I'm trying to pronounce his last name, folks, but you know what I'm talking about. But by the way, Sal was basically May Valentine put some makeup on Sal, and I say myself, I hated it. That's the only thing I hate about this segment. Unbelievable. Like who's booking? First, the whole Mama Storm, with Danny Deals dressing like Mama Storm in drag. Then you got Ziggy Dice, shaking and gyrating for dudes in the ring. And now you got Sal Rinauro, however you say his last name, wearing makeup. But anyways, that was it for that audition. Other than that part with Sal, wearing makeup, I thought this was a good audition again, because it's obviously it's about vlogging where we want to say this whole diary thing. I like it. Continue to do more of this with pertains to the May Valentine. Now, the thing about May Valentine is I don't know if she's a wrestler. I don't know what her role is. Sorry about that noise, folks. Motorcycle. Nothing I can do, obviously, except get my sniper and snap it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If I would have done that, then you'd be hearing sirens coming out. Come looking for me like this. Well, actually, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's low. But it's far away from here. But anyways, but I'm not I don't have a sniper, or do I? I'm just kidding. Anyways, moving on. Sorry about that, folks. Anyways, so yeah, I like this this thing they're doing May Valentine, but again, I don't know if she's a wrestler or anything. I don't know what her role is, to be honest with you, other than her being a valet for Royce Isaac. Other than that, don't know anything else about her. But what pertains to this segment, you can learn more about her on what pertains to this May's Diary by May Valentine. So there you go. All right, moving on to Joe Galli. He interviews the NWA National Third Degree Champion in shooter Eric Stevens, and basically Joe Galli calls out Eric Stevens running away of his title defense and everything, and Eric Stevens is denying it and everything. I think the whole no, yes, back and forth. I thought was entertaining. So he brings out question mark. Question mark comes out, and we get this match with the question mark being accompanied by shooter Everett Stevens versus Trevor Murdoch. So the question mark versus Trevor Murdoch happens, and the match didn't last that long. I believe it lasted about 2 minutes, with Trevor Murdoch winning the match. After the match, Everett Stevens beats up on Trevor Murdoch. He continues to beat him up, and the question mark ends up helping him of the beating, and then that was it. So obviously it's probably going to lead to a pay-per-view between Trevor Murdoch versus shooter Aaron Stevens for the NWA National Championship. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to lead to. But there you go. Sean Mooney, he gives us an update. Oh no, actually, Sean Mooney came out there for an interview. To basically interview the NWA World's Champion, Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis gets some booze, obviously, because he's a heel. But Sean Mooney asks him about what's next with him and Maurice Girl, and he says that he defended against Flop Gordon, basically referencing Flip Gordon for not winning the match against him at hard times. And he says about and his part, and he basically reminds the fans that he and Royce Isaacs defeated Rock and Roll Express, and says that everybody knows who is putting the wagon and who is driving the NWA forward, and it's not trying to read how okay trickle yeah, and it's not trickle down economics. It's nickel down. I mean nickel down economics. I meant to say nickel down economic. Sorry, folks. I said right before. What the hell? Economics. Now I can't say it. I'm having trouble saying this now. Maybe just move on. Economics. Economics. See, I can't say it. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all know that word is. ECONOM. Wait, did I say M twice? See, now I'm botching it now. I meant to say was economics. Economics. Anyways, moving on, folks. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble saying it. Apparently, I don't get it. I said right before. I said it in the correct pronunciation too. I enunciate it right, but at first, but now also I can't say it anymore. And if I keep saying it, I'll keep making myself look like a fool. So moving on. So Nick Aldis, he's basically bragging about how great he is, just running on the wagon of NWA. And then Marsh Girl comes out. Marsh Girl comes out, and basically we're gonna find out what's going on here with this whole thing with Nick Aldis and Marsh Girl. The whole this whole deal. It's the deal. It's the deal. Sealed. Is the deal on and everything? Or chance to the wrestling each other at Crockett's Cup. So Marisco comes out. He gets a huge ovation, by the way, from the crowds, and basically lets Nick Aldis get one thing straight here and everything. He's not backing down or backing out on anything. because Nick always basically was saying that that Mark Scurll is backing down and everything and all that, right? Because the chips when the chips are being leaving on the table by Maurice Curl. He's afraid he's gonna lose everything. Money wise. So, um, so basically, he said, let's do this, let's do this away already. Let's basically he's done talking. Basically, this is when he's going crazy. Maurice Curl, he's going crazy. Like, no more talking. Let's do this right now. Let's do this right now. He basically, and he took off his jacket, taking off his shirt. He wants to fight right now. It's like, what, you're afraid of the fight, and you get all dirty in your suit there. Like, come on, let's do it right now. He's getting in the ring. Like, come on, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. So then Nick always like, you sure you want to do this? And also you got Royce Isaacs coming out. And then Maurice goes like, I still want to do this. And then all of a sudden, you have Tom Latimer coming out, and then Nick once again kept saying, "You still want to do this?" And then Maurice goes like, "Yeah, I still want to do this. Let's go, let's go." So he's getting ready to take off his he's basically taking off his sports coat, Nick Aldis. All of a sudden they're pushing the ring, strictly business. All of a sudden we get Brody King. I thought I was gonna say Brody Lee there, didn't you? Nah, Brody King. Brody King, who's part of Villain Enterprise, who's in Ring of Honor. He comes out. He basically it was just him. It was no PCO, unfortunately, or not even Flip Gordon, or represents to Enterprise. The Villain Enterprise, meant to say. And all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. It was strictly chaos in the studios of Atlanta, Georgia. So yes, strictly chaos, erupting as two members of Villain Enterprise fighting against three members of Strictly Business, and it's strictly chaos where you got referees coming out, security's coming out, agents coming out, breaking out this whole strictly chaos going on, and the crowds are loving it. It's going wild, man. It's a fight. It's strictly chaos. Yeah, I get the point. It was strictly chaos, and that was it. And I think it was done after that. They ended up getting together. Obviously, it didn't show on the air, but still, but it was crazy. Oh, that was crazy though. Oh man, that was awesome. And Marshall tried to swing his umbrella. Oh man, that was hilarious. So yeah, that was it for that one. Eddie Kingston, he comes out there to interview with for an interview. Dave Marquez hosted the interview, and basically you see Eddie Kingston tipping his hand because he's getting ready for a fight. He says that since the bouncer took care of Dawson's, he came down to take care of business pertains to the Pope. So he dares the Pope to come out here right now, and he basically jokes that the Pope probably call the cops and snitched on him, and Eddie Kingston is doing for and also and the Pope comes out, and the Pope basically tell Eddie Kingston that he is not quite understanding, or he seemed to forget who he's standing before him, and then and it's just about the thing that he done to put him back on track are quite simple, and the Pope wants and he basically said what the Pope wants, the Pope gets, and also that's when the bouncers came out, Mahoney, Brian Mahoney, I meant to say, and Bruce Brusso, they came out, the bouncers, along to back up on Eddie Kingston, and then the Pope says that he got some beer, and he said if I want basically in the way he snapped his finger. If I want to if I want to get some beer, he'll get just like that. So I was thinking myself, like, okay, what does that mean? And then all of a sudden the bouncers attack Eddie Kingston. I'm like, holy crap! Like I seriously didn't see that coming. Oh wait a minute. The Pope called the cops. He snitched. That's just kidding. I hate when that happens too. Especially when I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video. anyways, but yeah, the bouncers they beat up on Eddie Kingston. I guess they're heels again. So yeah, the bouncers took out Eddie Kingston, and the Pope was happy about that. And the Pope, the Pope, he's got the bouncer attack title shot against James Storm and Eli Drake. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on the next edition of NWA Powerrr. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. Unless it's gonna be on the pay-per-view of the Crockett Cup. But we'll see. We get a video vignette of Thunder Rosa and Melina's relationship, where it pertains to Melina first coming into NWA Powerrr, and then forming an alliance with Maribel and Thunder Rosa. Basically building up and hyping up the match for the main event. Which we'll get to. I got a few things to say about that. Sean Mooney, he gives an update about the Rock and Roll Express, are the first tag team announced for the Crockett Cup tournament. Ziggy Dice will battle Ricky Starks for the NWA World Television Championship title. You got the Bouncers will be battling against James Storm and Eli Drake for the NWA tag team titles, and that's basically it. Now, we're chance to Ziggy Dice facing Ricky Starks, which I don't agree with that anyways, because Ziggy Dice is fucking garbage. But I don't remember if this match is announced for the pay-per-view of the Crockett Cup. The same thing pertains to the Bouncers versus James Storm and Eli Drake. But we'll see. We'll see how that. We'll see how what happens from there. All right, folks. Main event time. Thunder Rosa defends her NWA Women's World Championship against the challenger, who authorized this match because it was sanctioned by herself, Molina. So the match started, and here's how the match was being presented, folks. Molina is trying to convince Thunder Rosa to lay down. Thunder Rosa refused, and just Molina to face her. Molina continued to try to have her, to lay down and let her win. This kind of reminds me of of when Ali became the Knockouts champion in Impact Wrestling, and Molina wanted Maria Kanellis, excuse me, wanted Ali to lay down for her, and she did. But when it comes to Thunder Rosa is not Ali. Thunder Rosa is not like Ali. Back when Ali was being the assistant for Molina and everything, and basically doing everything that Molina tells her to do and all that. Because Thunder Rosa is not like that. Thunder Rosa is a different type of warrior in a way. Pertains to women's wrestling. And pertains to her being with someone. She's not gonna give in to someone to tell her what to do, and laying down ain't gonna be one of them. So Thunder Rosa refused to lay down for her, and she shoves Molina, and so come on, bring it on. Molina angrily gets out of the ring, heads towards into the crowd to referee starts counting her out, and Molina lose. Thunder Rosa retains the title, and I see myself, what the fuck was that? Are you fucking kidding me? All this hype, all this build up of Thunder Rosa versus Molina for the title, and they give us this. Are you kidding me? Why even bother booking this match? So then Melina was going to leave. All of a sudden, Alsa K comes out of nowhere. She goes after Melina. Melina gets back at ringside. Alsa K goes after Melina, gives her a shot with a forearm, brings him into the ring, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Camille comes out of nowhere and spears Alsa K. Alsa K is being attended by Ashley Vox and Tasha Steeles, and then you have Marty Bell coming out, to be on Melina's side. And Thunder Rosa, she basically had a little stare down with Camille, and then she leaves the ring, smiling, and that was it. And that was the main event, and that was the show. What the fuck? They gave us this hype of Melina and Thunder Rosa, and on NWA side of it, they did not deliver. This was stupid. But I'll give them this though. They did tease that Camille, she wants a shot of a title, and also another thing too is that at least she'll be getting in the ring this time, to wrestle instead of just being a mute and also getting involved in things as well. So, but at the same time, stupid booking, where nothing happened in the match, like literally nothing happened in the match other than what, shoving. Stupid. So I think Toma Wrestling was about 3 matches. Yes, 3 matches. Overall strength for the show, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. At least I'm not giving it a 4 out of 10. So 5 out of 10. But then again, I really wasn't feeling the show that much, folks. Other than the fight, the strictly that whole strictly chaos going on with Villain Enterprise and Strictly Business. That was basically it. Other than that, nothing on the show really satisfied me, especially that main event. So yeah, 5 out of 10. And that being said, thank you all for watching. Economics. I still can't say it right. Dang it. I was trying to say it right. Sorry, I couldn't let this go, folks, because I'm so irritated that when I said it right before, now also I can't say it right anymore. Economics. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna stop trying now before before I embarrass myself even more. So that being said, folks, thank you for watching for It's a Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. This was your National Wrestling Alliance review, where we tend to give you NWA Powerrr results from February 25th, 2020. Until next time, folks, where it pertains to a National Wrestling Alliance review, you'll stay in peace, stay well, stay safe. Y'all take care. I'm out. Ta-ta for now.